Hello friends, Nayaswami Hriman here. I recently posted a blog article at remananda.org that I wanted to talk about. It's called The Joy of Stoicism. When most of us hear those words, we think of the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, but he was just one in a long line of Stoics dating back to ancient Greece. What is Stoicism? Well, it's that ability to remain even-minded among the ups and downs of life. It's a very good thing to have. It reminds me of the Zen adage of chop wood and carry water, or is it carry water and chop wood? I don't remember, but it's that calmness, that imperturbability among the pleasures and pains of life that can help bring us to the even keel of the boat of life and give us the calmness that can help us respond meaningfully, intelligently, wisely to the things that happen to us, not to get drowned in elation when things go well, nor to drown in self-pity when they don't. This reminds me, as I already said, of the Zen adage of chop wood and carry water, meaning to go about the daily duties of life in that even-minded, equanimous frame of reference. There's a Zen saying that before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. The problem with Stoicism and this attitude of Zen, I'm not really picking on Zen, it's just a convenient way to talk about the subject, so forgive me. Zen Buddhists can be very delightfully humorous and so on, but I use this because the way of withdrawal from the world, the way of non-reactiveness to the world, is the key definition of yoga itself in the Bible of Yoga, Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. The state of yoga comes from not reacting to one's mental images, memories, fantasies, imagination, or to the sense stimuli, or the response to what's going on around you and what people said. It's, again, remaining equanimous in a serene state of mind. So, but all three of these, Stoicism, Zen, and Yoga Chitta, yoga, is only the first stage, really. It's the via negativa of the spiritual path. It's withdrawing in order to be mindful. And therefore, along with Stoicism, Zen, and yoga, I include mindfulness. But that's not enough to satisfy the heart. The heart wants to be joyful, not just calm, but calm is a good beginning. What happens is if we live a life of stoicism, or if we're chopping wood and carrying water, or not reacting to the world around us, is that what happens, especially when we dive deep in that through the practice of meditation, is calmness levels the playing field of the reactive process. What comes as we can sustain calmness is a kind of inner satisfaction, an inner contentment. And what bubbles up from, you might say, that pond, that still pond with lotus flowers in it, is a little bubble of joy, a little bubble of happiness. The source of that happiness, however, isn't just in ourselves. And that's where the element of aspiration becomes the via positiva. And that aspiration is probably best described as a devotional frame of reference. Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita says that the way of the I-thou relationship, the way of devotion, is the easiest path for embodied beings. It's actually difficult in this overstimulated culture of ours to walk the via negativa, to always be watching our thoughts, always be non-reactive to what's happening and calmly accepting of things we can't change. That's wonderful to try, but it doesn't really fit well to our culture. Our culture is positive. It's enthusiastic. It's life-embracing. We see the sufferings of other people. We want to do something about it. We see the wrongs of the world. We want justice. And so the via positiva is to embrace life as part of oneself. Problem with that, when it's only external to ourselves, is that life invariably triggers disillusion, disappoints us. People or legislation or any of the outward solutions to life's problems are invariably thwarted by the cross currents of other egos and circumstances and karma. And not that we shouldn't try, but there's a purer and clearer path to that transcendent joy, and it's the path of meditation. It's the path of self-offering to a higher power, because this world isn't ours. We didn't create it. We didn't give ourselves life. And so we must have the humility and really the wisdom. It's not so much humility, it's just like, this is what it is. I'm a small cog in a very giant world. However, it's through my consciousness that I can witness and find the consciousness that has given life to myself, yes, but to the whole world. I can commune, I can have inner communion with the transcendent reality most people call God, or you can call whatever you want, a guru or a deity, whatever really thrills and opens your heart. But this is the via positiva, and this is the way that gives us the most value for our effort, you might say. And we are very value conscious in this world today. We're all sort of merchants and traders and that kind of thing. As long as we can elevate that beyond being selfish into a greater reward, a spiritual reward, and one that we can share with others, then it's just simply how we function and how we think and act and what motivates us in this world today. So go within, find the inner Christ, the inner peace, which is a piece of the vast, infinite consciousness out of which all things have come. Bless you all.